last episode, we introduced two all-through schools with different approaches. Wycliffe College, which follows a progressive education model, and St Edmund's College, which sticks to traditional British education. Of course, there are far more excellent all-through boarding schools than just these two.
The school we're introducing this time can be said to be the pinnacle of all-through boarding schools. While its campus might not be the largest, its facilities are undoubtedly the most impressive in the UK. It's also one of the top choices among Hong Kong parents who hope their children can attend a boarding school, Queen Ethelburga's College.
QE in Yorkshire is located between York and Harrogate. The school can be divided into 5 sections: Queen's Kindergarten, Chapter House Prep School, King's Magna, Queen's Ethelburga's College, and the Faculty of Queen Ethelburga's.
From the names, you can tell that Queen's Kindergarten and Chapter House Preparatory School are the kindergarten and primary school, respectively. King's Magna is the secondary school, and when students reach year 10, the school will arrange according to each student's strengths and send them to Queen's Ethelburga's College or the Faculty of Queen Ethelburga's.
Queen Ethelburga's College focuses more on traditional academic subjects, while the Faculty of Queen Ethelburga's offers more specialized subjects or courses, such as vocationally oriented BTEC courses, making it easier for students to play to their strengths.
Apart from BTEC, to make it easier for Hong Kong students to enrol, the school also offers a 1-year GCSE and a 1-year A-level course. DSE graduates can take the 1-year A-level course to get fully prepared within a year to sit for UK exams. This helps them get ready efficiently to progress to university in the UK or anywhere else in the world.
QE is not only an all-through school, but also an international school. So, out of about 1,000 students, over 70%, that is more than 700, are boarders. With so many people, not only can resources be allocated better, but more importantly for students, boarding life is much less boring.
As one of the most impressive boarding schools in the UK, the dormitory facilities are extremely comprehensive. Ensuite bathrooms are a given, but inside the rooms there are also many fridges, washing and drying machines, dishwashers, microwaves, 32-inch TVs, hairdryers, heaters, and even a Sony PlayStation. With such thoughtful facilities, at what age can students start boarding?
We have boarders from, well, as young as 7 years old. At the moment, we have about 25 boarders in Chapter House. Boarding life is wonderful for them, and we've got a fantastic, dedicated team who really create that family atmosphere for them in the boarding house. A member of staff, an academic member of staff, then goes over and has tea with the children and pops back to the house with them. So there's that link, a really close link with the boarding staff as well. When you're learning English, it's really important to be able to play with different children, to feel relaxed with different children, to do different activities, which really helps develop that language. It's not just about sitting in the classroom and learning the language, it's about truly immersing yourself in it.
Perhaps because the school is located in the relatively remote Yorkshire countryside, the school has prepared a wide range of sports and entertainment facilities for students. In addition to the usual rugby, football, basketball and cricket that most boarding schools have, there's also a 25-metre indoor swimming pool, a cafe inside, as well as table tennis, a huge collection of Blu-ray DVDs, snooker, and here, though it looks like a washroom, it's actually for students to conveniently wash their hands after playing. There's also 1-to-1 scale Bumblebee transformer, a piano, and so on, all provided for the students. For students to relax and socialise.
There are plenty of activities to do at the school, but QE students have consistently achieved outstanding academic results over the years. In 2022, 50% of students successfully gained admission to universities ranked in the global top 30, and nearly 40% went on to study at UK local universities. In 2023, the A-level results were even more impressive, ranking 3rd among all private boarding schools in the UK. With so much to do, yet students still perform so well academically, QE must have its own unique teaching secrets.
Just to give you a bit of background on King's Magna, I know you've been to Chat Morning, which is your sort of typical primary school environment. I know you've been to college, which is a typical secondary school environment. Well, at King's Magna, we try and bridge the two, we try and blend the two. So when King's Magna students come here in year 6, which would traditionally be a primary school setting, but at King's Magna, we now try and bridge the two, primary and secondary, where that middle ground, where we give the kids the sort of guidance to discover what secondary school is like, how it feels, and the penning in fact of secondary school sort of education. So at King's Magna here, we have year 6, year 7, and tend to have that traditional class teacher around for their teaching. And so about 75% of their timetable is spent having their core subjects delivered by that class teacher. But for the other 25%, the students would be experiencing school by moving around the site, preparing themselves, being independent, punctual, reading the timetable and being able to get around school in that typical secondary school setting. So 75% of the timetable is in class with that classroom teacher in that typical primary school setting. For year 7, then when they get to year 8 and year 9, the students fully experience secondary school. They've prepared themselves, they've learned, they understand where to go, how to get there and what support systems are in place. So we try and bridge that gap between primary and secondary rather than just throwing them in at the deep end. It's all about showing them how to get around school the right way, the safe way, so that students are ultimately happy, confident and enjoying the experience at school.
QE isn't that hospital in Hong Kong, you know. It's actually one of the so-called Fantastic Four in the UK. Also, it's what we often refer to as, what we hear about as a functional school, or sometimes as an international school. So what exactly is the difference between an international school and a traditional boarding school? Let's talk about that.
International schools, of course, aren't about that traditional boarding school culture. The whole point is, if I want to study, I can study. If I want to play sports, I can play sports. If I want to spend time on music, I can do that too. So for international schools like QE, their biggest selling point is that whatever you want, they'll provide it for you. And when it comes to entry year points, they can accommodate you as well. For example, something unusual is that in year 11, they have a 1-year GCSE programme. For students whose academic results aren't as strong, they'll be placed in a class that goes at a normal pace, called the faculty stream. If you're good at studying, then you can go faster. For students who love sports, there are plenty of beautiful, lush grass fields for them to use. So what international schools offer is,
what you get is this kind of freedom in these aspects. The campus is absolutely massive, isn't it? It's so big that, well, we actually have to take the buggy to get from one point to another, weaving through the place. And here, boarding starts from a very young year. Year 3 students can already start boarding, which is quite rare. The school offers boarding for such young students, which is quite something. As we were walking around, we also saw lots of prep school students moving about the campus, and it really felt very welcoming, like one big family. So you mentioned the facilities are great, everything's so good. Is there anything bad about the school? Well, yes, there is. The price.
Maybe some parents have to work from Monday to Friday and it's not convenient to get in touch. That's not a problem for us. We're open on Saturdays as well. My colleagues probably hate me for saying that though.